Color Cup match number 1. It's Group A. It's the winner bracket semi-final. The winner bracket semi-finals actually played at the same time. The other one is Lin versus Sock. And here are your two players once again. Infi, of course, hailing from China, a former world champion of WCA and GCS. LawLiet, runner-up of WCA, but that is already 2.5 years ago at WCA 2015. He is pretty good against human, but Infi seems to be his nemesis. Infi seems to be the guy who always finds solutions. Will he find solutions here as well? It is Terranas Stand, it is human versus Night Elf, and we can only expect a Warden.
Yeah, absolutely. You weren't here, unfortunately, for the GCS European qualifier, where, to everybody's great surprise, Foggy didn't make it. But this was the first map, and he played Warden, and holy shit, did Hawk get pummeled. That was ugly to watch. I was like, all right, this is going to be easy, quick 3-0, a little boring, but at least, you know, a quick evening for me. But no, Hawk came back, and that was really crazy. My point being, Warden, if you play her perfectly, is crazy strong here. Now, of course, LawLiet knows how to handle her. Certainly one of the 2 best Warden players in the world. The way Foggy likes to play it is delay your tier 2 by a long time, counter expand far away from your opponent, and get a lot of mercenaries, and then be a little aggressive with your Warden, ideally on level 3, and that can be really, really scary. But Infi and TH both have found ways to deal with her as well.
Exactly. The Foggy way is kind of unique with how many mercenaries he's getting at the moment at tier 1. But it's super powerful. He defeated TH 2-0, and that was not a coincidence, as we have seen last year already. At the moment, we only see 1 Engine of War, not another one against the mercenary camp. I think he will pull them there, because he has already 2 Wisps in position, and if he might scout this, or should scout this and attack, yeah, he sends the Footman over. Well done by the Chinese player.
I love this early adjustment here. Gonna harass with a footy. Now, he should be still able to grab up these mercs with, you know, the Archer and more Wisps, unless he keeps on sending them all away. That would actually be pretty sick for the early game. Did the Warden almost deny that with a lightning shield? Dude, these Night Elves, they're not concerned about my nerves.
They're taking it to the limit, obviously. Here is the police. We have a fast expansion for Infi. The Wisp scouts this, so he knows that the expansion is not coming up at one of the corners here at Terranas Stand, but in the middle at the natural, which is a little harder to creep. Takes a few more militia, delays your attack a little bit, but it's certainly safer. But the lightning shield ends up on the Enforcer, and he finds the militia. This is horrible.
If there was a Warden here, this would be so sick, but he chose to not be aggressive right away. We see that a lot. Warden picking up the item and running over immediately. Imagine a Warden right here.
Fan of Knives would get a triple kill instantly. And it's still going on. Warden is coming over. This could be a disaster for Infi right away.
Uh-oh. Must be Fan of Knives. Must be.
Link and Fan of Knives.
And she gets the last hit, but the home experience goes towards the Archmage. Next Fan of Knives in a second, and then she can go invisible. There's 1 kill, at least 2 more if he micros it correctly. All right, Warden control.
Nice block by the healthy peons. Oh, but he blocks. He opens up that block, gets another kill, That is almost level 3 from 1 single harass. Oh, Infi, this is not looking good for you at all.
He came up here with barely level 2, right?
Yeah, almost got an entire level here. Kill the Footman as well. I think it's always important against Infi and TH to keep the Footman count low, as we mentioned plenty of times. And here is now the mercenary pull that we talked about before.
And he's level 3 without even needing another creep camp. Is it enough here with a little wizard? Might be.
Yes,
yeah,
it is.
Exactly enough.
Yeah, 3 points. Wow. And he has another Engine of War up at his natural, so he can creep that and get close to level 4, plus a good item. If he's lucky with the Tome of Experience, I think it is level 4 for him. Or does he want to be aggressive right away? As he sees the opening now, he sends in a Wisp, and this must be the Staff of Teleportation. Oh, not yet.
I'm expecting it as well. Where's he going? Oh, the main
base!
Waiting.
Oh,
it's the main base.
There's no Arcane Tower! He didn't build an Arcane Tower, he wanted to cut corners there, and now... Oh my god, this is horrible. No mana burn plus a detonate on that water elemental that is no threat, and that is even more experience. Cooldown on the Fan of Knives is low ray, and boom, triple kill.
Oh my god. And it's split pressure as well, two-pronged attack as the units with the mercenaries here are attacking the town hall. Infi scrambling to defend everything. I think he's gonna be able to defend the expo, or is he? 3 footies isn't really too many, but the warden's very low now.
Yeah, but there's Shadow Melt, there's no reveal coming from the laboratory as he didn't creep that yet. But how many kills can he get? Can he get kills at all? He's focusing on the tower and gets it. And another kill here on the peasant, I guess. No, saves the units before. Better safe than sorry, but he did a lot of damage. Waiting for the next Fan of Knives to be ready with his warden.
Archmage is far away, so there's very little damage against the warden. She's sitting there patiently. Counter expansion is coming up, by the way, in the south. Very unusual position. Normally we see it on the outskirts. Warden once again out of the shadows into the Fan of Knives. Looked like not the most damage. Good saves here by Infi, actually. Minimizing the damage, but still significant damage done.
How late will this tech be? We are almost 6 minutes in, and he can't even dream about teching at the moment. This will be a 7-8 minute tech. Nice saves by LawLiet.
Can you hold this just with the units? Can the warden... Is she waiting for the staff cooldown, maybe? It's ready again.
It's ready,
I don't think she can do too much here anymore. She's low HP, has no mana.
LawLiet, by the way, is already on tier 2, stepping out now to heal up and creep a little. There's not too much Moon Juice anymore. He has a Shredder. Where are the lores, actually? He's kind of forgetting about it. Or does he have the resources? Ah, he doesn't have the resources at the moment. Yeah, but Infi is not on tier 3. He's not teching. His army is not big. Okay, finally gets level 3. And LawLiet has the expansion up, ready to creep. All he needs is a few Dryads, and then Bears, and then push.
With a bunch of footies, he could perhaps kill this Tree of Life in transit, when it's walking over. How many footies does he have? 4, 5... I don't know if that's enough, because the Warden is level 3 after all. She's creeping this right now. There is a window of opportunity here to do damage from the human. He's looking for the lures. They're not being set up yet, and he is gonna go towards the creep jack at the expansion. It feels like he has to do critical damage right here.
I agree, but there's mana burned already on the Archmage. No Water Elemental. And what can you do without the Water Elemental? Robe of the Magi for the Warden, even more mana. Engine of War is falling though against these 5 footmen. Another Water Elemental is coming from the main, where we still see no lures. Oh, Fan of Knives again, and this is a nice little meal for the Warden, who's up at level 4.
Yeah, and she has level 2 Blink now. That makes it very cheap. She could look for more of a hunt down here, but I guess she's waiting for the next bit of mana. 100 for the Fan of Knives. The Tree of Life is safe. Ancient of War may have been lost. That doesn't really matter, though, because the Expo will be coming up. The next fan will be 2 more kills, as it seems. Wow. And more experience for the lady.
Perfectly done by LawLiet so far. And she can even right-click on that Archmage. I hope he has a shop up.
Oh, just standing there, dude.
Oh, he was blocking himself with a footman. There's Blink. And there is more right clicks. He gets to the shop, but he's not tier 2. He can only TP out to the main base. He's not tier 2. He can't buy a potion.
Has to go for a Zeppelin here.
Wow.
I guess.
What a game by LawLiet so far.
Yeah, he's playing this really well. This is, of course, the Warden map #1, or I guess #2 after Twisted Meadows, which, however, is always vetoed. But yeah, he's playing this so well. All the credit to him. Level 4.5 Warden. Creeping her to level 5 is difficult with the experience punishment, as we know. But with a few footy kills, that shouldn't be too hard, honestly.
I agree. Lightning Shield now even. Lightning Shield on a bear into the economy. Oh, that should hurt. Shredder now for Infi, and he's going in again with 7 footmen. Plus a level 3.
Cancel this gold mine. That buys him a lot of time.
Yep, the Warden is too far away. She can stab, but the rest of the army is still busy with the creep here. Is she level 5 already? No, but she's super close.
Oh, and LawLiet didn't go for an Ancient of Wind early. I think that was a bit of a mistake. Yeah. And yeah, he cancels the Entangled Gold Mine. It gives him so much time, equating a lot of gold, basically. AM dropping low, but there's a Zeppelin. He has a heal scroll as well. Once again, the many footies in the mid-game being utilized so well. And LawLiet, he can't start the space. So how far along are the Dryads? They're coming out slowly, but only one by one.
Yeah, that's the first big mistake. Not big mistake, but the first mistake by LawLiet to not go for that. We see it a lot Ooh, that didn't hurt too much, right? The Warden is dropping low. No potion on her, 60 HP only. We see it a lot from Foggy that he goes for an Engine of Wind early to position a Hippogriff here to protect his expansion from this Zeppelin harass. Now we have level 5 on the Warden, by the way, and she's coming in with level 3. Fan of Knives. Ooh, that damage.
And the heal scroll has been used before to keep the water elementals alive, to not give her level 5 too easily. Warden, though, needs to be careful. I hope the ping's good here. Fireballs whoosh whoosh from the Archmage.
Shout out to Tsui.
This pressure is gonna subside, but once again, how much time he bought here just with footies. This is the mastery of TH and Infi. Warden dropping low footies, all low HP in the Zeppelin, and they die above the river.
Whoa. I missed that, unfortunately. I didn't expect that at all. I totally did not expect that at all. And LawLiet wins game number 1.
Oh, he played his little heart out there, Infi. He put in so much work with these footies, bought so much time. And then the Zeppelin crashes.
But also, like, how LawLiet defended this with only, like, without that Hippogriff. And then, of course, level 5.
Yeah, I think the going for double lore instead of one Ancient of Wind is pretty greedy. You know, of course that doesn't help you with creeping or anything.
He had some lumber issues, I think, because Infi killed so many wisps in the beginning. That's why the laws were delayed already. And then go for another wind is kind of lumber intensive. So he couldn't go for it, but yeah, masterfully defended by LawLiet here. And just a almost flawless game by him.
I also felt that was really well done by Infi. They're buying so much time with these footies. Was a bit expensive, of course. He lost quite a few of them and had to use a heal scroll and stuff. But if he had gotten out, that should have bought him time for tier 3. We didn't even have time to look at his tech, but I think he would have gone tier 3. Because tier 2 was really an option. You know, when you delay the Night of Expansion by so much, sometimes you want to follow up with a tier 2 push, 75 supply. We've been seeing less and less of that, but it's always an option. But the Warden was already level 5. Usually from that point, she gets quickly to level 6, and one avatar is good enough to deal with the human tier 2 army. So.
Especially since Infi had only one Arcane Tower at base and expansion, so that's never enough. And
she had already skilled into Blink and Fan of Knives. That would have been a super difficult game for Infi, no matter how it turned out after that.
We do have 2 new subs here coming in. Matsboos132, thank you very much, as well as Mercadiana. We're getting closer to the 500, man.
In case you guys don't know, Neo made a promise what he's gonna do when we reach 500 subs. What's that again, Neo?
I have to sing Backstreet Boys. I Want It That Way, live on stream. I'm really looking forward to this. I'm a really good singer and performer of that song. So yeah, feel free to subscribe.
Are you gonna do the choreography, Neo?
I'm trying. I will put in some...
You know,
I will practice a
screen. You could put like the Backstreet Boys video in the back, you know?
Yeah, I don't know if I have enough space here to do it.
And you could do the old school like 90s hairstyle, you know, gelling your hair, sticking in all different directions. Oh, that would be so awesome, dude.
Wearing buffalo shoes. Oh yeah, I'm seeing it.
And having like sunglasses and shit.
Mm.
Oh, look at this, more subs, Neo. Broken
you.
Face, 86 subscribe for the first time. Say 6-month resub. Platin 89 resubbing for 7 months, saying resub with new patch. Thanks for the entertainment, guys. And Wei Choice Blah subbing for the first time, wanting to see Neo perform Backstreet Boys as well.
We are like 18 subs away or something. I never thought we would get to 500.
Yeah, we're very close now. Very close. Yeah. And once we have 1.29 tournaments, Neo, I think we're gonna have perhaps even a few more. Oh, it's gonna be so good.
What are you doing when we have 500 subs again?
Dude, I never said that I was gonna do anything. You just put this in my mouth. Maybe I'm gonna do it though, you know. If I see some good inspiration.
All right. Thank you, Fan26, for 3-month resub. Of course, if you resub, or if you sub, you get replay packs for all these tournaments. We send it to you via Twitch message, or you can get them if you connect your Discord account to your Twitch account, and then you get access to a secret channel where we post all that replays. Thank you, Picky. for the sub. We're actually getting really close. I think we can do it today.
20 more subs or so. Is there a sub count command? No. Okay.
No. We need 16 more. 1,375 viewers here watching LawLiet versus Infi. The Korean is up 1-0, and now it's match points for him already. We go on to Amazonia.
All right. This was the game where everything seemed to turn south for Foggy against Hawk in the GCS EU qualifier. I think this map is very interesting for build order, starting wise. I feel like you can run into a really bad situation depending on what build you choose. If you go instant expansion as the human and you face a warden, that's really bad for you. If you go warden for early harass and the human goes late expansion with level 3, that's probably bad for you as the Night Elf, or as Hawk showed, if your opponent plays warden, you can just rifle push him to death. So I wonder how gutsy they're gonna be, how willing they are to take this rock, paper, scissors game early.
Come on. Are you kidding me? Infi doing a rifle push, that is unheard of. That never happens.
Usually not, but I've seen crazier stuff from Infi. I will never forget LR, one base, MK first rifle push against Orc, against Lin. So, you know.
The question is Warden or Demon Hunter, obviously. We will see the answer in a bit. Usually it was the Demon Hunter all the time, but in recent games we have seen a lot of Warden here, especially by Foggy, but LawLiet going for that Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter, good right clicker, of course, nice disabler as well with the mana burn, and quite tanky with evasion. That's the build usually. On Amazonia, you do have the chance to interrupt the creeping with Immolation, the area of effect spell that does good damage to the Archmage and the Militia and the Footman. And the question is on Infi's side, instant expansion or laboratory first?
Yeah, and this is what I was talking about with the rock, paper, scissors build orders here. It would be better to instantly expand for him, because the Demon Hunter, he can grab up the item and run south and harass in time, but if he does that, he's only level 1, and that's a lot less scary. If he takes the time to get level 2, then the expo is basically on the way to completion already. So, what's Infi gonna do? It's been a lot of instant expansions lately, but no.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, it's a laboratory creep. Ooh, people want to see you do the Macarena at 500 subs. I know you can do it. I saw that before.
Oh.
You did it in China, right?
I think I did in your flat, maybe.
Ah, okay, yeah, possible.
Yeah, why not? If you're doing the Backstreet Boys, I'm gonna do them.
All right.
A player's forces are under attack.
And we have some new subs, by the way. Picky, first time sub. Xiao1, first time sub. And Hunker28, first time sub as well. Welcome. So AM gets level 2 here. Demon Hunter did get level 2 as well. He's probably holding on to his skill points right now. But he would be in time to harass the expo. And there's 2 wisps already in position. If he had a Shadow Priest as well, this would be the dream. That one, however, he doesn't have.
Oh boy,
but
these
now,
water elementals are all in one space and the one is hurt already. This is gonna be bad. He's splitting them now, finally. But he gets the Archmage and water elemental at the same time if he detonates now. Yes, water elemental is gone. This one is hurt and Archmage is out of mana. And we have Immolation, double kill immediately.
So, let's count the peasants. 2 have fallen so far. Demon is dropping kind of low. The claws are, of course, helping with the damage output. If he gets 2 more peasant kills here, he could get him. He's very low. The archer, can she be the executor here?
I think so. She doesn't want to get in. The Archmage is there to protect him.
How far is he going to take this, LawLiet? Is he going to be forced into the TTP? No. If he had a Shadow Priest there, man, that would have been so much sicker. But I think LawLiet, Infi, excuse me, did a good job sending some footies around the maps, trying to prevent this. Tier 2 is coming in for LawLiet, but pretty late considering that he didn't go for any mercs, actually.
Yeah. No mercs, no counter expansion. You're right with that.
But the expo is also very delayed for Infi.
Yeah, he actually sends in new militia because he lost so many. So again, Infi's tech will be incredibly late.
So what's the grammar here? It's the Dust of Appearance, boots for the demon. I like that. And yeah, we can see evasion misses coming out now as well. So there's no mana burn. So this Archmage is surprisingly powerful. Usually in the early game against the demon, he would fall off pretty hard thanks to that mana burn. But no, he's gonna have a lot of water elementals to work with.
But we have a Shadow Priest coming in, so he has a bit of Dispel. It is a level 3 Archmage though, so you need a lot more. He's detonating 2 more Wisps to this to do a little damage and burn all the mana here.
And this is so many footies. Once again, Infi and his footman being such a threat, and he's starting to lose a lot of Wisps. I think now 3 have fallen. Berserker is gonna add good damage. He wants to kill this Shadow Priest before he summons the next Water Elemental. It's gonna be a while though. He has been burned quite heavily with the detonates.
Maybe until then he gets level 3. It's quite far away. The lumber issue I don't think is that much of a problem because he can go for the Shredder, and he does already. Shredder helping in the defense with big right clicks, and of course gets you a lot of lumber. Town Hall is ready.
Dropping pretty low here, but he found a nice item, the Potion of Greater Healing. Gonna be a big help for him. Demon might be able to chase down one more footy. He's very close to level 3, Ancient of War, in fact, already in position to start the next creep camp. Second hero, Panda, should be the choice very soon, unless he wants to be super aggressive with the Naga.
Yeah, I can't see him being super aggressive, as you said. Oh, he's clicking again. Nice damage against this Archmage, forcing the potion soon. Summoned another Water Elemental trying to surround here, but there's the level up and mana burn immediately. Bye-bye, second Water Elemental. And he's creeping at the same time with an Archer and a Berserker and the Ancient of War, of course. Tech is finished, so is the Huntress Hall in a bit.
Oh.
And there is a Naga.
Oh, wow. Replenishment. That's very nice. Doesn't want to get it cancelled. And can pop it now. Very
Quite
well done.
close.
Hunter's Hall once again late, by the way. Lures for that reason. Once again late. Is that why he wants to go for the Naga here? To have the stronger level 1 hero?
I think it's fine. The Hunter's Hall wasn't that late, and he picked the hero from the tavern, so he was out of resources anyway. So even if the Hunter's Hall is in time, he can't build the lures immediately.
Yeah, definitely. But I think, for example, getting 1 lore and hero is already much nicer because that first Dryad is so strong.
Yes, okay, yeah.
Against heroes, against footies, whatever.
I see.
But now as it is, he's going for a Naga. And if you're going Naga, do you really want to go 2 base versus 2 base? Or do you want to commit hard to the pressure? That would force him into an all-in position. There's no counter expansion yet coming up for LawLiet.
True that. Immolation again. Burn some mana. And Infi is teching now, so it's a 645 tech for him, which is okay. Not ideal, but his expansion is running and there's no big threat to this.
Second Shredder. It's the second one, right?
Oh, and he enters it and there is once again no Arcane Tower.
But does he want to commit? That's the question. There's a Zeppelin as well if he wants to go for one to keep like his units alive. Pretty expensive though, he goes for it. Alright, we drop the base, boys. If he drops behind the lumber mill, it's really hard for the human to reach this, isn't it? And the tower is definitely gone.
Drop the base. Here we go. Tower is gone. He needs to keep the Zeppelin out of range of the Archmage, but look at the right hands of the Demon Hunter and the Shredder as well.
I think the only thing Infi has to do here is not die, right? This is super all in from LawLiet. Is this necessary? He's doing good drop harass the immolation, doing massive damage now. But it's a lot of stuff here for Infi. None of it is too powerful, but all combined together is pretty good. Is he gonna lose the Zeppelin the same way that Infi lost the game earlier? Is this dangerous now? He's unloading. He needs to unload more, and he does. Zeppelin dies, but rest survives.
That could have been a disaster, Hindenburg style for LawLiet, but he evacuates before. Still at tier 3. With double Shredder now, he will have like 10,000 lumber in a bit. Not teching, he doesn't have the gold. Dryads are coming. And Infi is finally on tier 2. More and more footmen are coming.
I think LawLiet, I think he's pretty screwed here. Like, what's he gonna do? Try to break him again with mass Dryads? When there's gonna be rifles soon, most likely?
Well, Life defeated T8 with only Dryads.
But there was a Warden, dude. That's a different hero. So, LawLiet, what's the backup here? This looked like an all-in. That failed. What now? Counter expand? Is that too late? Do more damage? You can certainly grab up some free experience here from the Water Elemental. That's pretty nice. He does have Abolish, right? He should?
I'm not sure. She should have, but I don't know. Looks like he doesn't have it. Oh, there we go. Right. Level 2 for the Naga. He's losing one Dryad here. The Demon Hunter is also low. And Infi is saving a lot of these footmen. But Crash and Burn now as well. But both heroes are low. I don't think he can stay in this fight any longer. He's losing way too much.
Yeah, this is,
including his Demon Hunter.
This is it. He felt he was forced to try, you know, finish the game. That didn't work. GG.
Once again, Infi performing so hard with footmen. It's ridiculous. But yeah, you were right. I think this is also a mistake by LawLiet to not go for an expansion, to not rush tier 3 with bears, because with the bears you can, of course, break the expansion quite easily if there's not a million towers.
Yeah, and I wonder why he felt forced to go into that playstyle. You know, there's two reasons to go all in. Either you're too far behind to win standard, or you're so far ahead that you're gonna easily finish the game. And I felt like neither was the case, really. Would love to hear his thoughts on this. That's of course not too easily doable. He's playing right now, but he must have had his reasons, you know. The demon was pretty strong with the boots, with level 3. Maybe he thought with the Naga he could pressure the Archmage more, who did not have boots of speed. But yeah, in the end, didn't quite work out. We're at 1-1 and going towards map number 3 to decide on Echo Isles.
Indeed. Echo Isles, once again, a very good Warden map. We will see if this works for him again. Thank you, MorphTV, for the sub. We wrote yesterday a little via email. An upcoming German streamer, so feel free to check out his channel. And I don't really remember where you stopped. I think King Baba is new to our sub squad as well. Thank you very much for the support. We missed 12. And Remo has to do the Macarena. I will sing Backstreet Boys in 12 subs. And you get replay packs, of course. There is a show match tonight. We will not cast it, but Massimo is doing it. $80 on the line. It's gonna be played on 1.29. And it is Ena, that you should be familiar with, our main mod here in this channel, and yeah, head of authority in the mod team. And he's playing Todd, a nice human versus orc, which is, in my opinion, one of the coolest and most interesting matchups on patch 1.9, because a lot of stuff could change. This will be good. I think it starts at 8 PM on Massimo's channel.
Very cool. Thank you very much to Tsushine as well for the first time sub. Welcome, getting us ever closer to 500.
11 are missing. Whew. Did you say Ena and authority in one sentence? Well, Ena is different when you actually talk to him. He can be really, really good.
Tsushine is a high-level agent of... No, wait, what's it? Age of Empires 2 player. Oh,
wow.
Really?
Cool to see you here. We RTS guys have to stick together. I watched a bit of Viper recently. He's doing some stuff with German streamers who are located here in Hamburg, where I'm from as well. And they have a cool format. So Age of Empires has a special place in my heart. It was one of my first RTSs back in the day. Shout out!
I think everyone's like, no.
Ne? Ne was? Want to switch to German now? Ne?
Dude, I think that's like the second time today. I know what's going on. No, but Age of Empires, I think that's kind of where we all started out with the Ololo.
Ololo, of course.
But now it's, of course, time for Warcraft 3. We are loading into map number 2. If this was TH, this would be, a totally unpredictable game. What's he gonna do? One base play, late expo, Tower Rush, Naga, Tinker, MK, Archmage, but this is Infi. This should be more predictable, however, LawLiet on the other side. Is it going to be Warden for him again? From the 2 games we saw so far, the Warden seemed to be the more impressive hero. What do you expect here, Neo?
It's already interesting that he goes Alta first. So we can say that there's no 2 or 3 footmen harass at the beginning. So the creep against the mercenary camp here on the right-hand side of Echo Isles should be easier for LawLiet, and I'm pretty sure we see a Warden here. I could see a Mountain King with this. Usually Mountain King is a little delayed compared to the Archmage. But if I had to bet $5, then I would say it's a Mountain King.
Really?
Yeah.
I take that bet, Archmage. Damn!
Boom, baby!
Since when do you have the calls again?
I don't know, it's just coming back, you know? New flat, new life, new happiness, new calls.
Okay.
And of course...
The thing about MK is, I still don't think he's a good 2-base hero. 3-base with tier 3, triple hero, yes. But 2-base, I feel like you have to play Rifle Push with Archmage second. Unless you, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Now, MK Neo. Can he play this pressure style? I mean, it has to be an expansion, right?
I agree. This is an instant expansion, most likely. Otherwise, if he wants to creep, he would have started the altar here, where the barracks is now, to just creep in the north. 2 Wisps are moving over immediately to scout if there's footman movement. We have a peasant here. Did he already get the Shadow Priest? Not yet. Because LawLiet didn't stop the creep yet.
I was wondering, is he taking the time to shoot down the peasant so he can't get the Shadow Priest? But that just takes way too long with an archer. So here's the Shadow Priest. For some reason, the creeps attack it. What? Since when do they do that?
I've seen it a few times already.
The one still has a 1 Shadow Strike. There will be an easy kill on the Shadow Priest. Don't want to waste that on the peasant, really, of course. MK on the other side of the map is taking the same camp, the Mercenary, and getting another Shadow Priest. Pretty heavy investment into the early game.
It's interesting that he goes for Mercs early. That delays his expansion, makes it easier for the Warden to attack it after she's finished with his camp. Don't deny
Ancient
him.
of War hasn't eaten any trees. Dropping really low. Ring of Protection, of course, not what he wanted. Holding on to his mana still. Shadow Priest has healed itself up. Fan of Knives, really? Okay. I wonder if he's gonna regret not having Blink later, but maybe he goes into Blink as well. We'll see.
Did we see a Shadow Strike? I don't think so, right? Could be Blink and Fan of Knives again. There is a Huntress Hall, by the way. Early, without attack.
Okay.
So Huntress transition from LawLiet. And Infi is playing this so slow. Creeping again.
Yeah, so he gets to level 3 from the natural. Alright, here come the peasants. What can the Warden do? She's moving across. And especially, what's the strategy here? Is it Hunter safety to have an Expo backup, or is it all in again? All in number 1 failed on Amazonia.
I don't see a second Engine of War, so it's not really an all-in. Here's the boots, no staff. I think the staff would be really cool.
I really like the 2 Shadow Priests, actually. They're gonna be able to heal up so much against the Warden.
Yeah.
Alright, how much can she do?
Not in the ideal position. It's well done by Infi how he spreads the militia and the footmen until now. Where's the Fan of Knives? She's waiting for something. Oh, she's waiting for the Ogre. Did it work?
Yeah, she got it. Not the item, though, for some reason. I don't know where that went. MK grabbed it up somehow.
Yeah,
how did he grab it up? He was what?
Telekinesis Mountain King skills. I don't know. Yeah, Infi's game looks pretty solid here. Didn't lose anything to the Thrash. Town Portal is already gone. Decent items, decent levels. And 3 mercenaries.
The expansion is coming up. He's keeping on creeping. He's getting level 3 Warden with this. Now, can Infi cancel this expansion of the Night Elf? If he can, it's probably looking good for him. If he can't, it's probably looking bad for him.
Yeah, this Warden Harass was of course just a little bit of a distraction. Without level 3 you can't win that game so yet. Tech is coming for LawLiet. Do we have a Huntress already? I don't see it. I don't see the Engine of War at the moment.
Infi went for Tower and Vault before the expansion.
This is more like romantic style. This doesn't look like Infi at all.
Lots of damage here on the Warden. Level 2 Stormbolt, pretty good. Oh, he stole the Dust of Appearance. That's really cute. Infi can't get it now. But I feel like LawLiet needs a few more units. He has only 1 Archer, 1 Berserker here. His tree could be in trouble.
It is protected by this Engine of War, but as I said, no Huntress yet. He's producing them only now.
Oh, he needs to buy the Mercs. He really needs to buy the Mercs, LawLiet.
Yeah. He has 400 gold almost. Tier 2 tech is 70% done, so he can't afford it. I mean, there's no Archmage, so the Shadow Priest is not that important, but saving Moon Juice is.
So, only the Shadow Priest is available, not the Berserker.
He has the Berserker already.
Yep, the second one, I guess. So, Footy's moving into the main. They're gonna get the cancel on the Ancient of Wonders. No Scroll of Healing here, of course, so the Warden's Fan of Knives should be pretty nice. But these Shadow Priests, man, I love the healing from them. Over and over.
It was a huge investment in the early, but it pays off, I think. And now great control by Infi, saving those 2 footmen. And the Warden is dropping low thanks to the bash. There's more Moon Juice, but now it's gone. And there's no shop for potions.
There's one Stormbolt left. He needs to detonate, and he does. Well done. No more Stormbolts.
Good view by a LawLiet, or good... He checked it well. The town portal's out, afraid of the mana of the Warden, because there's a Fan of Knives in 3. But no. The Expo is up now, finally. Plus he has a shop, so he can distract further in a bit.
There was a lot of Moon Juice, though.
Yeah.
It's about to turn daytime, and there's, like, basically nothing left.
Yeah.
A player's
Enter the lore
Got to
faster
move
this
the
time.
tree. Ooh, that's a big mistake.
Mountain King is running over immediately. Can get the dust now, as well as the first heal scroll of the game. Shop control is important on this map, guys. Awareness, thank you. That was the word that I'm looking for.
So, the shop now, the Warden can deck herself in with items, clarities.
player's forces are
She
under
may need some heal potions as well. Goes for it. And the tree really started walking late, so this is going to be a fairly late expansion. Tech-wise, Infi is halfway through. I'd say that's fairly normal. Timing-wise, all considered. But now, when he moves across with a Scroll of Healing, I bet, yeah.
Yeah.
Footies and Scrolls of Healing, as always.
No TP though. But boots. Lightning Shield as well. But he will be in time for the Creep Jack. It's only 2 Huntress and this Mauler. Is it enough? Or will he lose this game and this series after a 1-0 victory? First Ensnare very unlucky. Okay, now he's able to do the damage. Stormbolt against this Warden. There is 1 potion on her and that's it. Good damage on the Mountain King though. He's forcing him back by hero focus.
Dryads could be coming from the main. The lores are done, but he's a little overwhelmed. He's not creating them at the moment. The heal scroll. It's so good. This timing that Infi is hitting is the shit. And this Tree of Life moving down south late is really, really a big problem. MK has 2 Stormbolts left. What's he gonna use it on? Seems like exclusively the Warden so far. No, now it's the Berserker, giving the Warden a bit of space, I guess. She has 1 more Fan of Knives, but she has basically nothing else left.
The Mountain King is constantly tanking the damage, but he has a personal caretaker in this Shadow Priest, and again, it's paying off so hard that he went for these double Shadow Priests, as he's back to 1/3 of HP already, and he can stay in there, because Fan of Knives is good area of effect, but single target, not that much damage from there compared to the Shadow Strike.
Tier 2 is done on Infi's side.
Ooh,
He's going double barracks. Rifle.
Everything is hurt.
Alchemist.
Wow, Heal Spray is, of course, helping the Warden at the moment. Next Fan of Knives. This could be a slaughter, but the Alchemist is saving 4, 5, 6 footmen. Dryads are coming in for the slow. But there is a Stormbolt. She has to be careful. Alchemist, man. We have seen this before against the Warden by Yumiko. And some Korean human that I don't remember the name of. Did he cancel the blink?
Yeah. I guess
Weird.
so. And now Heat Scroll's ready again, right? Yep.
Oh,
Next Heal Scroll.
sweet. Mass healing. Of course, in this patch, 1.28, the Alchemist heals your the opponents as well.
a player's
And it's
forces
very
are under
squishy.
attack.
And now he only has Dryads. Only has Dryads against Rifles. That's not what you want.
Oh yeah, double Rex rifles, you said it.
Oh, tier 3 comes now. But oh, that
So
seems very late, man.
Expo
That seems
late,
very
tier
late.
3 late, there's only 4 Wisps in the mine. And the Warden is only level 4. This is not looking good for LawLiet at all.
This looks like the crushing blow down here. He has ivories in his backpack, 2 of them. Militia train running over. Warden, did she find a greater mana? That's what she needed, and she did get it. Is that good enough, though? She needs to heal up first, and the Moon Juice is still looking real bad. She needs some bears, but she's so far away from that. I think base race might be a better option here, honestly.
Yeah, I kind of agree, but not with only Dryads. It takes forever to just kill a rifleman already. How do you want to kill buildings?
Jump in and kill all the peasants. And hopefully not die.
But Infi can just expand to the bottom right again, right? Ah, he has no lumber.
Alchemist, rifle tier 2 timing, proving to be too strong here. These Dryads certainly not up to the task. Where's the MK? He's with the army. I think the Warden... Ah, there we go. She has Reju now. Now she should have the guts to blink into the main. I think that's exactly what we're gonna see. And she's gonna get level 5 here. And the mining is gonna be interrupted.
Again,
in the main base as well.
Yeah, no Arcane Tower for Infi again. That's level 5, and that's a massive damage boost for the Fan of Knives. But how much damage can Infi do to the infrastructures here to the base? He will keep him supply stuck, and he's just about to get bears. This hurts, and this delays LawLiet's play even further. Bears are the answer. 2 riflemen. He has 3. He needs 4, 5. He's not building... Oh, he's waiting for the master upgrade.
Oh,
nice. Blink.
Bold. Hell yeah. And, of course, looking bad for LawLiet. But level 6 Warden, we have seen crazy-ass games. And she has a pendant and a greater mana.
What a start to Color Cup. Good series between the two, as always. More damage coming in. And there's Reju, as you said, but heal spray as well. Infi is TPing out. He's about to lose too much here, especially once Master is ready, which is a very quick upgrade for the Bears. Takes only 30 seconds or so.
Alright. Very interesting situation that we find ourselves in. He has a strong army now, LawLiet does. It's smaller than the humans, though. But the human has rifles, footies, and an alchemist with heal spray. You know, like, how good of a fighting force is that really? And there's always the looming threat of the Warden level 6. Which, however, she's still pretty far away. Infi did a good job not feeding her too much. Gonna get a bit more experience here from the towers and Merc.
Yeah, this is interesting because Infi has no casters, so there's no heal, no dispel from the Shadow Priest, from the priests. Also, there's no slow against the bears, and I think that will hurt.
Absolutely.
Not having slow, you can't really kite as you would usually do.
And the Warden, she's walking towards the main again. Arcane Tower is in production. I don't think it's gonna be in time though. She has the telestaff ready to escape as well. Alchemist is creeping up more. He's getting level 2. Acid Bomb, a spell that's gonna get heavily buffed at the moment. I don't know if it's that great. And here we go again. Easy kills for the Warden.
Only 1 at the moment. Not my Crane. Could have gotten the second one.
He wants to get the Arcane. I think that makes sense.
Yeah. But heal spray is pretty nice.
The MK might be getting 1 bear down here by himself. That's pretty nice. Unexpected. Knowing exactly how far to take this hero. Can he fog around the trees? No. The Warden in the main doesn't have to fear anything, of course, at the moment with the MK so far away.
Yeah, it's 1 base versus 1 base again. As there's no income here. What?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly.
Ah, okay. I thought you were just
a weird game.
laughing over my
Fan of
statement.
Knives could kill some peasants again. Fully they are trying to tank the damage.
Long range shield spray though helps the Warden a little bit.
Probably doesn't want to use the greater mana here, only for harass.
Demon Hunter second. Oh, Remo, do you think what I think?
This is exactly the hero choice that this was this crazy game at WCA between these two. Now it was not Alchemist, but it was Warden into Demon.
We saw both ultimates in that game, Metamorphosis and Avatar. This was the comeback for LawLiet is real game. This was one of the best games I've ever seen. WCA 2015.
And the one you can keep doing this, right? How much mana does the Alchemist have? None! No more healing! He has to go get some clarities, but the shop is far away.
It's far away, and he will be burned in a bit. Chemical Rage, actually, to speed things up. Warden is hiding.
He's a little afraid of the MK.
Yes.
And he is close
No
by. But
reason.
she has an anti-magic. I don't understand the hesitation. Maybe he thinks there might be priests somewhere for the
Player's
spell.
forces are under attack.
And now, how late are we into the game? Like 15 minutes?
We
Demons start sweeping.
are 16 minutes in. Good call. Here we go, and we do have a few priests already. There's a Sanctum at the expansion. More kills here, and yeah, he has a lot of gold workers now, but of course there's no Shredder on Echo Isles. Oh, there's so much damage. How far is she from level 6? Quite a bit, but getting good kills here. Rest of the army is moving over. There is a little bit of a transition for Infi, but I think in the long run, rifles won't do it.
The MK can't join this army. So it's a big army, but again, it's only rifles and footy. It's not the best army. And the most important part, the MK is missing. Can't get there at the moment.
It's still the big mana. We have 2 heal scrolls and a town portal and an invul on the Mountain King. Another invul here on the Alchemist. LawLiet doesn't want to take an open fight against this, or does he? He has to defend his base. He's at 56 supply against 68. Both second heroes are level 2. He's killing
kill.
more and more kills. And that is gonna be level 6 for him. Boom. Avatar of Vengeance.
Is he gonna have the mana? The demon, he's gonna die right away. Oh no, there's moon juice for him as well. Is there enough moon juice to go around? She should have basically enough for the ultimate. And then he should hold this easily, right?
I think so too. Pen of Knives coming in, gets a corpse, but where's the Avatar? There is a lot of...
There it is.
Ah, there we go.
Has to TP out. Infi, it's time to leave. It's time to leave right now. He's trying to take this fight. I don't know if that's a good idea. Here's the next heal scroll. That was the last one. Oh no, he has one more actually, but still has to get out of here. Alchemist in trouble.
That was close. And now we have so many spirits here. You can just send them into the economy and kill off those peasants. Then of course a snowball starts, a big one. LawLiet lost quite a bit, 47 supply, but Infi lost way more in this. Level 5 Mountain King now though. The Stormbolt really starts to hurt at this point. But the Warden has an anti-magic again. Demon Hunter has a parry up, then it keeps him close to level 3 as well for him.
Yeah, that's gonna be a big help as well against this MK. And the bears. I mean, Stormbolt always great, yes, as long as he has mana, obviously. But there's just no answer to these bears, it seems. With slow, you can kite them, you can play around it. He doesn't have sorceresses, man. He only has rifles, and at this point, actually no footies anymore. He's going breakers now. Have some frontline, I suppose. Where's the Warden?
It's quite a late transition though. But of course, it's great to steal Reju and Raw. To control things a little bit. Expansion by LawLiet is coming up. He wants to go dual based even if there's only 2,400 gold remaining in the mine. He needs
And I
more
guess
income.
Infi feels forced to finish this game off as quickly as possible. I don't see how he's gonna do it though, which is weird since he has a 20 supply advantage, but this Alchemist doesn't really do much aside from healing. And this army seems to be hard countered by the Night Elf.
So far, I agree. 0-0 attacks on LawLiet's side, 1-0 on Infi's side. He's getting the first bear for free. Heal wave again, or heal spray again. Demon Hunter with the anti-magic gets another bear out of this. Good control by Infi so far.
But MK now out of mana, what's he gonna do? Okay, a lot of bears did die. But how are you gonna deal with the heroes? Level 3 Demon Hunter here. There was a heal scroll, there was the last one from the human side, and now the Warden is gonna run everything down.
I think so too. So many corpses on the ground. Easy to use for the Avatar, but the Warden is getting bashed and needs to get out of here. And there's a step of preservation. Demon Hunter is cleaning this up now. LawLiet defeats Infi in Color Cup. Winner bracket semifinal of Group A. Quite a surprise and a good performance in a very unusual game by LawLiet.
That was really cool. I was really worried there for our Korean friend. But Warden level 6, man. Anything is possible with a Warden level 6.
I agree. And yeah, this rifle thing doesn't work in the late game. I totally agree with you there, that he has to transition a little earlier.
I mean, usually when you kill the Knight of Base, the game's the Knight of Expansion, the game's just one. You know, you're 2 base versus 1, and that's good enough. But when you have such a crappy army, basically, you can do nothing against the ultimate. And it's also bad against bears. I wonder, what could you have done better there?
Transition earlier.
45 more with towers. Get the 3rd base.
Yeah.
but he would have been pretty spread thin in that case, I guess. Difficult to say.
So, do we have a result from Lin versus Sock? Yes, Lin won this game 2-0, so Sock and Infi play Human Mirror in the lower bracket. We will, of course, continue with the winner bracket final. It's Infi versus... No, it's Lin versus LawLiet. There is a rematch from Doyu Super League quarterfinals, and we will stream it, of course, for you. Orc versus Night Elf, two Koreans colliding in just a few minutes here. Add back to Warcraft.